AI is everywhere. It feels like it's promising to change, well, literally everything. But let's be real, it's kind of a black box, right? So today, let's pry it open. We're going to look past all the hype to really understand what AI is. A powerful, yes, but also a deeply imperfect tool.
So this brings us to the big question, doesn't it? Is AI this perfect, helpful assistant that we've all been dreaming of? Or is it more like a flawed genius, capable of incredible things, but with some pretty serious blind spots? That's what we're here to figure out.
All right, first things first. Before we can even try to answer that, we need to get on the same page about what we're even talking about. So let's start with the absolute basics, the blueprint for how an AI actually thinks. Okay, so AI. It sounds super complicated, but the core idea, it's actually pretty simple. All it is teaching a computer to do things that have always needed a human brain, like recognizing a face in a photo, understanding what you're saying, or even creating art. But how on earth does a machine learn to do that? Well, it all comes down to something called a training set. The best way to think about this is like it's the AI's entire education and life experience rolled into one. It's every book it's ever read, every picture it's ever seen, and from this huge library of data, it learns to spot patterns. But, and this is the part you really have to get, it knows nothing beyond what's in that library.
Think about it like this. Say you want to teach an AI to identify birds. So you show it thousands and thousands of pictures of robins and eagles and parrots, all labeled. And you know what? It'll get incredibly good at spotting them. But what happens when you show it a penguin for the first time, if penguins weren't in its training photos? Well, as far as the AI is concerned, they just don't exist. Its entire reality is shaped by what it was taught.
Okay, so if an AI only knows what it's been taught, how in the world does it create something new? That is where the magic of generative AI comes in. This is the leap where the tech goes from just recognizing patterns to actually using those patterns to generate brand new, original content.
And listen, this isn't some far-off sci-fi thing. It is already changing how businesses get stuff done. I mean, imagine designing a new product and boom, there's a visualization right in front of you. Or drafting a super dense technical document in just a few minutes, not weeks. It can brainstorm marketing ideas faster than you can brew a cup of coffee. It's a massive accelerator for human creativity. But, and this is a huge but, here's the reality check. For all of its digital brilliance, AI is a mind without a body. It can design the most amazing chair. It can even write the instructions to build it. But it can't pick up a single screw. It has 0 hands, no connection at all to our physical world.
And that physical limit, it's really just the tip of the iceberg. It points to a much bigger truth. AI has some fundamental limits, and understanding them is absolutely the key to using it wisely.
There are 3 big challenges we always have to keep in our back pocket. First, bias. If the data we feed it is biased, guess what? The AI's answers will be biased too. It's a mirror. Second, those knowledge boundaries we talked about. It literally cannot think outside the box it was trained in, period. And finally, inaccuracies, and this one is a doozy. Sometimes it just makes stuff up. And that last point, it leads to one of the wildest things about AI, something they call a hallucination. Now, this isn't just a little mistake. It's when the AI completely invents a fact, a quote, a number, and serves it up to you like it's gospel. It sounds totally believable, but it's 100% made up. And this is why that flawed genius idea is so perfect. Because of the bias, the knowledge gaps, and its weird ability to just make things up, you simply cannot take an AI's word for it. Every single output needs a human to give it a sanity check. Someone to ask, wait, is this actually right? Is this fair? Does this even make sense?
So if we can't fully trust AI on its own, what do we do? Just throw it out? No way. The answer is to build a partnership. The whole future of this tech depends on keeping humans right there, in the loop.
Now, this is a really important difference to get. We hear the word automation all the time, right? That's about an AI taking over a human task, usually to be more efficient. But the real power, the real magic, is in augmentation. That's about collaboration. It's about the AI becoming a tool that makes you faster, smarter, and way more creative. It's not about replacement, it's about partnership. So what does this partnership actually look like day to day? Well, it all starts with giving great instructions. Look at this example. It doesn't just say write a slogan. It's super specific.
It defines the product, tart, energizing, and it sets the tone, casual. The quality of what you ask for determines the quality of what you get back. You're the director here, and the AI is your incredibly powerful, super creative assistant. And you know, with any powerful tool or any powerful partnership comes great responsibility. That brings us to our final and honestly maybe the most important part of this whole conversation: how to use this thing ethically and safely. When people talk about responsible AI, it really just boils down to three main ideas. Fairness, making sure the system isn't discriminating. Transparency, being able to understand how the AI got to its answer. And finally, accountability. At the end of the day, the buck stops with a person. We are always responsible for the tools we use.
And that responsibility, it extends to protecting your own data too. This is just practical advice, folks. Always glance at the terms of use. And I mean this. Never, ever paste sensitive personal info or confidential work stuff into a public AI tool. Seriously. You just don't know where that data is going or how it might be used. Be smart and be careful. So that kind of leaves us with one final thought to chew on. This technology, it's getting smarter every single day, faster than anything we've ever seen. The real challenge for us, for all of us, isn't just to keep up. It's to make sure that as our tools get smarter, we're also getting wiser.